So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how I make these really pretty diaper cakes. Usually I make one big one as a gift for the expecting mother, but in this case, I'm going to make 4 smaller ones because we're using them as centerpieces for the tables for my sister-in-law's baby shower. Of course, you can use any type of diapers that you like, but I prefer the Parents' Choice brand from Walmart because you get 96 in a box for $13.47. And also, there's no designs or lots of colors or anything on the outside of the diaper. They recently did change the design of the diaper to include these blue bears on the outside as a wetness indicator, but it doesn't matter because we're going to cover that part up by a ribbon. Okay, so the front part of the diaper that has the designs, want to create like a little triangle and then fold it snugly, not too tight, but not too loose. And then I'm going to just take one of my small black rubber bands and wrap it one time around the diaper, not in the middle, but kind of 1/4 from the top of the diaper. Now notice how the edge of the diaper you can't see any designs or any colors or anything like that, and that's because of the way I folded it when I was tucking the diaper and rolling it up. Now usually when I'm making a larger diaper cake I use a size 14-inch cake round, but this time I'm going to use a smaller 10-inch one, and you can get these from your local craft store, and these come about 6 in a package for $2.50. So now I have my glue gun and this cardboard paper towel holder thingy, and I'm just going to take some glue and put it around the bottom of the paper towel thing. It's kind of hard, but we're going to use more glue to secure it. So just stick it in the middle of the cake round and put more glue around the edges to secure it. And now I have this white spool of curling ribbon, and I'm going to start stacking my diapers and do my first layer around the base of the cake. And for this, I'm going to use 6 diapers around the middle. So now I'm going to take my curling ribbon and secure it around the diapers around the middle, not where the black rubber bands are, but around the middle of the diapers. And I'm going to go around about 2 or 3 times. I'm going to tie a knot, and then I'm going to take my scissors and just trim off any excess ribbon or any ribbon that's too long on the edges. So now I'm just going to remove the black rubber bands, and that's why I placed them towards the top of the diapers so they're not in the middle, and it makes it easier to take them off. Also, when you're placing your diapers, make sure the seam side faces the inside or the middle of the diaper cake, and that way it just looks more seamless overall. So this last layer, I'm going to use a total of 12 diapers around. So now I'm done with this bottom layer, and I have a total of 12 diapers around the outside and a total of 6 diapers on the inside. That makes a total of 18 diapers used so far. Now I'm going to start building the last and final layer, and I'm going to use 7 diapers, and so that's going to make it a total of 25 diapers used in all for this diaper cake. So because I want to put a bottle to stick out of the top of the diaper cake, I'm going to take my scissors and trim this down a little bit. And you actually can trim it beforehand. I'm just going to take the top layer off so you can see how much I trimmed off, and that's going to allow the bottle to fit perfectly and snugly out of the top of the diaper. And these plain pink bottles I just purchased from the Dollar Tree for $1 a piece. And now I'm going to show the ribbon that I'm using, the pink and brown. These are the colors of her baby shower. And these I purchased from Hobby Lobby. They were half off, so I paid $1 for 4 yards. And for the 4 diaper cakes, I used a total of 2 spools of ribbon. And now that I've placed my ribbon around the bottom layer of the diaper, I'm just going to trim off some of the ribbon, making sure I don't have too much, but make sure I don't trim off too much either. So now I'm going to take my glue gun and just kind of pull it kind of snug here, because I don't want the ribbon to be too loose. I don't want it to be too tight either to where it squishes the diapers in. But I'm just going to take my glue gun, add a little bit of glue, and then pull it kind of tight. but not too tight. And then I am going to add more glue just to make sure it's nice and secure. And then of course I'm going to repeat the same for the top smaller layer, and then I'm going to trim off any extra and then glue it to secure the ribbon. Next I'm going to take this bag of pink paper shred, which I purchased from the Dollar Tree for $1 a bag, and total for the 4 diaper cakes I used 2 bags of this pink paper shred. And next I'm just going to take my glue gun and I'm going to glue around the perimeter of the white cake board, and I'm just going to take the paper shred just a little bit and place it on top of the hot glue, and I'm just going to repeat this process all the way around the remainder of the cake board. And here I'm just using my fingers to tuck in the paper shred so it's not so scraggly. Now I'm going to get one of my pink bottles and I'm just going to place it in the down in the center of the diaper cake. You don't need any glue or any tape or anything, just it just fits real snugly down in the top. Now I'm going to take these fake flowers that I have, and I'll be using the dark pink and the light pink, 2 of the dark pink for 2 cakes and then 2 of the light pink for the other 2, and I'm just going to trim the stem and then place it snugly down in between the diapers. You could even put more flowers or double up the flowers or use different colors. There's so many different things you can do with these diaper cakes, being creative, putting all kinds of finishing touches and things on the diaper cakes to make them look really, really cute. I also picked up these pacifiers. These were 2 for $1 at the Dollar Tree. Ultimately ended up not using those. And I also got these Star Princess wands. I was going to use these, but then I decided not to use those. But those would be really cute also. They were 12 in a package for $1.99 at the craft store. What I am going to use are these cupcake toppers, and I got 2 different kind. Each package had 24 in them for $1.99, and I'm just going to put these, stick them inside of the diapers and alternate them. One says it's a girl and the other is just a little t-shirt onesie design, and I thought these were really cute to go on the diaper cake. Then the last thing I'm going to do is take the remainder of my paper shred and add it around the bottle to the top layer of the diaper cake, and just kind of play with that a little bit. Make sure it's not sticking out too much. Make sure I don't have too little because I want it to look full enough. And then I'm just going to kind of, ribbon looks a little crooked, but that's no problem to fix. Just kind of adjust it a little bit and make sure nothing's leaning over. And that's about it for this project. I think it came out really cute. I sent her pictures of all 4 when I was finished, and she really liked them. So I think these are going to be really cute as the table centerpieces. So on these photos, I just wanted to show you some of the other larger diaper cakes that I've made. I usually include a teddy bear at the top, and I make 3 layers of diapers, and on the larger ones that I make, they usually include anywhere from 80 to 100 diapers.